is up, everybody? Thank you for joining us for our second match of the night. We hope you enjoyed the GM showdown. We're unfortunately the East got swept. I always love seeing some game threes when it comes to those, but we have an exciting matchup as we head over to the Novice League for the All-Star game, and I am joined by a good friend of mine, former teammate, and just a guy that I'm just super excited to cast with. I'm joined by Crippist. How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Squirrel. Getting ready to get into some exciting matchups tonight with the Novice starting us off tonight. We have West versus East. Going to be a great matchup.
Yeah, and I know you've done a little bit of research on these two teams, so can you tell us what we have so far?
So on the East, we have Sage, Ledux, and Isaac, I do believe, since Louis cannot make it. Sage has been on 4 teams this season, going from Lynx to Kiwis to Pawns and then to Frost and becoming the AGM over in Frost. Ledux 6-6 record on the Kiwis, even across the board, wins and losses. And Isaac on Ignite is 7-5.
Wow.
And for the West, we have North on Spitfires being 10-2. Oinko Acceleration 7-5, doing pretty good up there. And then Big C Dubs Spitfires as well. Player of the Week in Week 1, also 10-2 in the season. So it's going to be a great matchup tonight.
So what you're telling me is that the West seems a little stacked right now.
The West is very stacked this All Stars.
Well, hopefully the East can show up, and because the East needs to win something so they don't get swept, because that's what it starts out right now with the West winning the GM showdown. So, what is your prediction for this game, Crip?
I think the West is going to take it 3-1. I believe that the West has it in them to 3-1 the East.
Well, you might just be right, as I think the teams are about to join up, and we're gonna hop into it. Uh, who's your player to watch from each team?
For East, I think it's going to be North as the hard carry on Spitfires, and for East, I think it's going to be Ledux. Definitely 2 solid players to watch out for on the pitch.
Yeah, I think you might be right. As we hop into this one, Ledux sends this kickoff over to Sage, who can't quite make the touch. Isaac booms this one onto net. Ledux sends this one to the side, and Oinko pops it in a dangerous spot. Sage is up, and Sage puts an early one in for the East.
Way to follow it up there by Sage. Ledux just off the corner. Oinko just can't get a good touch, and Sage dunks it right into the upper 90. A great placement by Sage.
Yeah, a good start from the East already. And one thing I'd like to say, Crypt, is like, with this being All-Stars, this is the best of the best that Novice League has to offer. So I wouldn't be surprised if it looks more like a prospect game.
Definitely might be looking like a slugfest too as we get into the next 30 seconds here.
Yeah, as the West has settled in on offense, but a mistouch by C-Dubs gives that up, and Ledux flips it over one. Oinko to the corner. This one pops up, but he gets a good follow-up touch, sends it down. Ledux is awkward. C-Dubs into the corner. Sage has to make a clear, but North there to keep it in. Gets a touch and bounces off the ball. Sage kind of chasing, sends this one to a dangerous spot, but Ledux clears it out. And Oinko puts it back in, but Sage popping it off. And Crip, right now, the defense from the East is just staying strong.
Absolutely, they're playing absolute phenomenal defense, and West just getting stellar offense, but even better defense from the East. Let's see if they can hold it up.
Yeah, as shot after shot has just rained down from the West, but no goals put in. Just a testament to how good this defense is. There's another shot from Sage, just wide. Oinko looking to clear this one out in the corner, but Sage with the aggression, just turning on everything. Ledux pops this one into the box. C-Dub's up off his own backboard. Isaac's up. Isaac takes a shot and can't quite get it. Ledux plays it back to the net, and Isaac with the goal secure.
Absolute crazy double tap. I think it threw off the entire defense from Isaac hitting or Sage hitting the ball off the backboard again, and then Isaac just cleaning up the shot, putting it right into the goal.
Yeah, and a good start here as the East are up 2-0 with 3 minutes left to play, and a kickoff goes heavily in their favor. That's bouncing towards the goal, and North cannot get there.
It's just a very unlucky kickoff, very very dead kickoff, and Oinko just speedy there, trying to beat out the second guy, and just gets dunked right into the net.
Yeah, no, you hate to see that if you're part of the West. Gonna have to really solidify that defense. Their offense is looking good, Crip, but the West defense just doesn't seem like it's quite there.
Definitely need to pick it up, and hopefully that they can get this game back within two.
Yeah, you need to get it back soon. As a good bump play comes out, North off the backboard, but Leduc's gonna beat C-Dubs. Gets it over him. The net's open, but Leduc's flips right by it. North finally gets this one out, trying to get something started, but Isaac with a big clear way to the backboard. C-Dubs with an important touch could possibly save a goal right there as Sage plays this one back in, but North gets it downfield. Isaac is up, stops it in the middle. And Crip, can you remind me just who does Isaac play for? Because the man is really showing off right now.
Isaac plays for Ignite, 7-5 team, absolute banger of a player, and hopefully he can keep this play style up and get the East rolling into this sweep.
Yeah, 7-5, but if he's playing like that, it's surprising that they ever lose because the man is playing out of his mind as North takes a shot on net, but Leduc's with a good save. C-Dubs can't quite get there as Isaac clears this one out. Isaac looking to get this one center, but Oinko cuts that one off. Oinko sends it downfield. That's a good clear. This is going to bounce to the middle, but Sage fast enough to make the save. North can't quite get there. I know North mentioned he was a little bit cold, and that's never something you like to see, Crip.
Absolutely not. Definitely not something you want to come into an all-star match being the player to look out for a team.
Yeah, and when you're cold, it just throws you off, and it can really throw your teammates off. As no one from the West quite performing like they normally do in the regular season. Sage controlling this one, pops it up, a double commit, but it works. Gets it over off of their half. North plays this into the backboard, but Isaac there, always in the right place at the right time. Oinko challenges this one to keep it in. This one bouncing to the middle, but no one from the West going for it as Leduc's 50s this one out. A big 50. Leduc's going for it, but C-Dubs cuts that off from getting dangerous. Sage pops this one across. No one from his team there. C-Dubs can't quite get it over Isaac, but Oinko gonna play it to the middle, but no one to shoot as Sage sends this one to the backboard. And with 40 seconds left, Crip, like what adjustments does the West need to make going into game two?
I think their transition game is what they need to work on. Just getting it to the backboard and rebounding those touches and getting them in scoreable positions.
Yeah, definitely. As a novice league, as someone that watches the novice league quite frequently, the backboard is often pretty undefended. So if they can just work that, I think you might be right, Crip. It'll open up a lot more opportunities. But Sage plays with them to the corner. This ball across the middle, North sends it away, and with 3 seconds left, the ball just has to touch, and that does it for game one. The East take game one.
Absolute fun game to watch. East just dominating on offense, and West just could not retaliate anything on their side of the offense.
Yeah, I mean, the West, you see, they had shots. They took 5 shots to the East's 8, so they were keeping up, but if you just look, they just weren't quality shots because the East only had to save 3 of them, whereas the West had more saves, but they also let out 3 more goals. So I think it might be a shooting accuracy thing, but it also could be just like North coming in cold, not having as good of a performance as he should have.
Of course, and also that transition game definitely putting shots on target, putting them in awkward places for East to defend, definitely will help them in the long run.
Yeah, I definitely agree, and hopefully we'll see some of that as Sage might be a little bit toxic in the chat, telling them to put speed in. Uh, we'll see if uh, if they'll listen to that or if they'll just keep doing what they're doing. As North gets a good clear, Leduc's can't quite make the touch. Oinko playing this one in, a good pass infield, but no one there. As C-Dubs bangs this one and Sage stops that one from getting dangerous. C-Dubs with a good demo, but Ledux relieves the pressure. Oinko in an awkward spot, can't quite get it past Ledux. C-Dubs trying to dribble this one out, gets it over one. C-Dubs with a novice league air dribble, as I like to call those. Oinko pops it up and over. Ledux off the sidewall. North can't quite make the touch. C-Dub sends it out to nobody. North with a good demo. And Isaac gets the clear. And it might just be the opening minute, Crip, but both teams looking solid right now.
West definitely picking up the pace and keeping the ball out of their net this first minute. And it's looking like it's going to be a much closer game than game one.
Yeah, and we can't really ask for much more coming into the All-Stars as Sage not quite able to make the touch as North gets a big clear. C-Dub sends it down. Isaac, right place at the right time, but bumps Sage into position to make the play. Sage beats one, pops it, can't quite get it past North, who played it perfectly. C-Dub's up over one. North challenging, but Isaac, a brick wall on the midfield line. Oinko sends this one down, but Ledux pops this one off to the wall. And Crip, it seems like the East just always has someone in the right place at the right time.
Absolutely. They have someone following up the touch every time. There's someone there ready for a pass, ready for a touchdown field. Anything that they need to get a second touch on, they're there for.
Yeah, it's a good showing and great teamwork. It makes me wonder if they try hard at the All-Stars and were playing together before this, but Sage sends this one down. Looking for a pass middle. He gets a great infield pass, and Ledux feels backflip, man. And Crip, that's one of those mechanical errors that you see often coming out of the Novice League.
Even I do that in Rival League. This is not uncommon in any league, any division. It is very easy to backflip.
It's probably the easiest thing to do in Rocket League, as I'll admit I've fallen victim to it quite a few times. But man, that was a beautiful pass and a beautiful setup. And Crip, I don't know about you, but like I would love to see more of that.
Of course, and then having the person there to be able to put the shot in, regardless of backflipping or not, they were there. They were ready for a pass. I want to see West do more of the infield passes and try and get the ball in the net.
Yeah, the East looking dangerous with it, so maybe the West can take a page out of their book as Oinko sends this one down and follows it up. It's a good touch, but Isaac there to make the save. This ball up off the ceiling. Ledux clears this one out. Isaac gets dunked off the midfield line by North, as I think North might be warming up a little bit. Sage off the corner. Double commit. This ball boomed downfield. Ledux off of respawn makes the save as Oinko leaves this one for C-Dubs. C-Dubs gets 50'd by Sage. This ball awkward. A double commit on defense is going to open up some space. Sage takes this one, shot on net, and there it goes.
Unfortunate double commit. Oinko just got dunked by Ledux and Sage, just beating out North, and the net was wide open. C-Dubs just could not get back to it, and that is a 1-0 lead for the East.
Yeah, and with a minute 21 left, that double commit really hurting the West as people. These are touted as some of the best players, and oh my God, big C-Dubs off of an assist from it looked like Ledux.
He is a player to look out for, player of the week in week one, and what an angle that was. Ledux just own goaling. Unfortunate touch from Ledux, and we have a tie game.
Yeah, that's one way to bring it back. Just about 6 seconds after the last goal. Definitely needed if you're a West fan, but like I was saying earlier, these are some of the best players in Novice League, but this is still a new team. They're probably not used to each other, and that's probably one of the reasons we've been seeing a lot of these double commits.
Absolutely. New teams. Maybe East, we don't know. Maybe East did try hard the All-Stars, and that's why they're playing so well and rotating well together and passing. And maybe West just didn't do that. Well, let's get into the next 45 seconds. We'll find out.
Yeah, as Oinko making his way downfield, gets it over Ledux as Ledux caught in no man's land. A great pop shot by Oinko to take the lead.
That is just a great shot. Isaac, I think he could have gone for the ball there. and just cut it off and put it in the corner, put it in a less dangerous spot. Oinko just beating out the last defender, and West finally have their first lead of the series.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to find yourself on the losing end of an Oinko one-on-one. The man is good. He's made a name for himself for a reason, showing just the awareness to put that ball in the back of the net as North looking to kill the Ducks with a great demo. C-Dubs not able to make the touch. Final 20 seconds left. Sage dribbling it for himself. Oinko, the heads up save on defense. This ball awkward behind Isaac. C-Dubs is there, but gets dunked. Oinko is up. Oinko gets a touch. Isaac playing this one middle. Can they make a shot? North clears it out, and C-Dubs continues it downfield. This ball still in the air. Can someone kill it? This ball is up. Are they going to go for another shot? No, it hits the ground, and West ties this one up.
A great final 30 seconds from West, keeping the ball out of their net. Only 4 shots coming out from West and 2 from East. Their shots mattered this game.
Yeah, a good showing from the West, out shooting the East 4-2. Only making one save, but I guess if you save one and the other one goes in, that's all their shots. So I don't know. The East Crypt just didn't seem like the same from game one. Isaac just did not have as good of a game.
Definitely looked that way for me as well. No shots put on by Isaac or Ledux, and I would like to see both of them start shooting the ball a lot more.
Yeah, they'll
Definitely going
have.
to be
I was gonna completely agree with you. Like from game one, those two players seemed like they were pulling a lot of the weight, and if they're not gonna do it, then the East might let this one slip.
definitely those two players and Sage, all three of them, very good players, but they need to get shots on target and put them in the back of the net.
You know, Crip, something that you said before the game. I think I know why the East did such a good job. All right, you said Sage has played on 4 teams, so he's used to playing with people that he's not normally playing with. So that's why they had such a good game.
And now it's coming back.
It all comes full circle as Isaac with a beautiful touch in the midfield and a nice follow-up touch as well. Speed Demon pinching this one to the middle. The Ducks off of C-Dubs. This ball awkward. Isaac with a nice shot, but Oinko with a better save. Oinko pops this in middle. Speed Demon with a big clear downfield. C-Dubs passes this one middle. Isaac clears this one all the way downfield. Oinko looking to make a touch. Gets one. Sage popping this one middle. Following it up himself. C-Dubs off his own backboard. That's risky as Speed Demon pops this one up. Ledux is already up. Ledux off the sidewall. Oinko trying to get this one out of his half. He does for a second, excuse me, as Speed Demon pops this one up. Sage keeping this one in. And with just over a minute, the score is tied. But what are your thoughts on this sub that the West made?
It's looking like game 2 all over again, and there's just more offense coming out from the East as they already have 2 shots on, and it's just looking like a more competitive game this time.
Yeah, you think bringing Speed Demon helped or hurt the West?
East is getting more pressure, so I think it might be a detriment. I don't know. I don't know yet. 3.5 minutes left to go.
Yeah, we'll see as Speed Demon has made some big touches, very powerful touches downfield, but C-Dubs pops this one to the corner. Oinko beats Isaac to the ball. Speed Demon quick to it, but Sage just started a little bit closer. Ledux can't quite get it. C-Dubs gets 50 straight to Oinko. Oinko going for a good little touch to himself. Sage with a big clear. Speed Demon keeps this one in though, as Isaac in the corner makes a touch, gets dunked by Speed Demon. Speed Demon pops this one up. No one from the orange or from the west going for that one, as Oinko let it roll back to him. But Isaac with a good counter clear, and right now, Crip, it looks like this is just a game of ping pong.
Definitely a lot of big clears, not a lot of offense being held. Just looking like an absolute tennis match right here.
Yeah, both teams just it'll be in their half for a second, and then they'll get a big clear, and then the other team will clear it, and just not a lot of ball control right now. As Isaac pops this into himself, gets a a nice attempted dunk, but the Ducks with a good follow up to the backboard. Speed Demon beats Sage to it. This ball shot on target. Isaac with a redirect into his own net. Wow.
It's always very unfortunate that the best clips that you get are always on your own net. And that one just bar down, perfect placement, and we have a 1-0 game for the West.
Yeah, I've always said if you can't shoot it on your own net, how could you ever expect to shoot it on their net? Uh, Isaac with a nasty but unfortunate touch into his own net. C-Dubs playing this one to the corner, trying to capitalize on the momentum shift that is an own goal. But Oinko plays this one. Speed Demon off the corner. Isaac, Sage, double committing. Sage gets the touch, but C-Dubs keeps it back in. C-Dubs going for it again, plays this one across. Isaac, little wave dash, just popping it up. Good mechanics out of him as Ledux sends this one down. Oinko gets beat. Isaac with the clear. Ledux sends this one downfield, but Speed Demon with the catch. And finally, Crip, it's looking like the East might get a little bit of pressure.
They're looking like they're awakening, and they're right in the net. Sage with a dunk on Speed Demon, and we have a tie game.
Wow, Sage with a great touch. C-Dubs up. Speed Demon can't quite make it, and Sage just absolutely weight rooms those two defenders.
Absolute dunk fest on the goal line there.
Yeah, Sage, he said it before the game. He said time to farm, and man, he's trying to live up to that as he is 1 for 2 with about 250 points. But C-Dubs looking to get that one back. Sage has other plans as he clears this one out. Oinko gets bumped by Sage, gives Ledux an opportunity. This ball up and awkward. This ball tapped to the middle. C-Dubs got shot around him. Speed Demon clears this one out, but C-Dubs not the best of touch as Speed Demon sends this one down to Oinko. Oinko beats one. It's a 1v1, but Oinko just gives it away as C-Dubs takes this shot, puts it on net. Can Sage get there in time? Sage takes a bad angle, and C-Dubs puts in the go-ahead goal.
A very unlucky. All three East players caught pushing forward, and the mistouch on the wall catches both of them at the midfield line, and Big C-Dubs just puts it right over him into the net.
Yeah, I really feel like Sage could have touched that ball or done literally anything else other than just let it roll into his net. But Ledux trying to earn that one back. Sage with a shot opportunity off the sidewall. C-Dubs can't quite get it past Isaac, but Speed Demon is there. And Ledux with the catch. C-Dubs takes it off of Ledux, but Sage there to help out his teammate. Oinko pops it up over one, gets a good follow-up touch, and another one as he dunks it past two. Sage takes a shot, but it gets beat. Ball, C-Dubs hits it to the ground. The West take the lead 2-1.
I did say I wanted more shots from Isaac and Ledux, and Ledux only shot once. Definitely gonna need more shots from him. Only 88 points registered for him. No goals, no assists, no saves. He needs to step it up.
Yeah, when we saw the East win, Ledux was a big proponent in that, but let's talk about Speed Demon in the West. Comes in for North and puts on an absolute showing. 1 goal, 2 saves. Hold on, 1 goal on 0 shots and 2
Yeah.
saves.
The Isaac redirect helping him out in the shot department. His shooting percentage is infinity right now because of the Isaac redirect onto his own net.
Yeah,
But 2 saves, he is a defensive masterclass and an offensive masterclass. He's
oh
showed
yeah,
it big here for West.
he's popping off. He's doing good, and it makes me think that subbing out North might have been the right move. North, a great player, but just not quite warmed up for this series. Speed Demon, man, showing out in his first game. We'll see what they do this second game.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to this game 4 as West has a 2-1 lead in the series. Can they take it here, or will East tie up the series and bring us to a game 5?
Well, in about 5 minutes, I'll tell you the answer to that one. As Speed Demon gets beat on the kickoff, Isaac with a shot can't quite get it. Solid stop there by the West as Speed Demon can't quite make the touch on the wall. Sage looking to clear this one. Gets it past Oinko. C-Dubs can't quite get it. Speed Demon has to make the touch, and he does. Oinko, or not Oinko, C-Dubs with the redirect from the pass from Speed Demon to take an early lead.
What a dunk here from C-Dubs, just getting it over Isaac. Isaac definitely pushing up a little far there. Didn't think that C-Dubs had the touch, and C-Dubs right into the middle of the goal.
Yeah, how could you expect that? You know, you just kind of think the guy's rotating back to defense, and all of a sudden he's putting the ball in your net. Definitely a great shot from Big C Dubs, showing why he got that Player of the Week 1. Awesome performance of the Ducks. Buries one off the post. Couldn't quite make the angle. Isaac can't quite get the touch either, as Oingo sending this one down. Gets demoed by Sage. The Ducks playing this one, but it gets dunked across. C-Dubs gonna be the first one to it. Bounces it off the backboard. Is anyone gonna go for it? Speed Demon is up from a crazy angle. The Ducks capitalizing on that ridiculous angle to send it downfield. C-Dubs pops it to Sage. Sage sends it to no one as Oinko off the sidewall. Isaac gets a decent touch, but Speed Demon there to control. The Ducks with a big dunk as C-Dubs 50s this one off his own sidewall. Isaac is up. Isaac plays it down. Oinko passes it middle, but Speed Demon clears it. And with just over 3.5 minutes left to play, what do you think the East needs to do to hop back in this game?
I do believe that the East needs to control the ball more on transitions and put it off the backboard. They're just booming the ball down and giving it away, and then playing more and more defense.
Yeah, and eventually, if you play defense enough, it's gonna break as Speed Demon 50s the daylights out of him. C-Dubs off the sidewall, looking to follow it up himself. He does. He beats Leducs. This ball popped awkward. Isaac gets a great touch. Sage is following it. Sage couldn't quite make it. Does that look like another missed opportunity from the East?
Absolutely, and Speed Demon clearing it out here. Definitely a missed opportunity. Can't need to be able to follow those up and put it in the back of the net, especially when you're down in the series.
Yeah, the East needs every chance they can, and just giving them up like that as Sage almost turning that one in to a dangerous spot. C-Dubs pops it up. Sage following it, gets a light touch to Speed Demon, who booms it downfield. Almost gets the double touch dunk, but Isaac clears that one away. Sends it middle, a good pass. Sage pops it to the corner, but couldn't quite get the touch. And like, you're absolutely right, Crip. The East just not controlling the ball, and it comes back to bite them in the butt.
Absolute detriment there. They're all pushed up forward. Isaac rotating for that mid boost, pushes up past the midfield line and just gets hit over him right into the net. Just can't save it.
Yeah, and you know, if they've watched Speed Demon play, like, the man has boomed the ball most of the time that he's touching it, so that should not have been a surprise. But they get caught off guard, and that ball rolled dangerously to the net. But Big C-Dubs got back in time to make the touch as Sage bounces this one off the wall. Leducs can't quite make the shot as Oinko sends it to the corner. Had a shot on an open net, but he makes it to it and ends up capitalizing on the net open net.
The East here overcommitting, and I think they got a demo, and just overcommitting on offense when you're down by 2. It's just gonna make the lead worse, especially if the defense gets a really good clear like Oinko did.
Yeah, and kickoff goes heavily in the East favor as that might go right in, but it doesn't. Leducs can't quite get the shot. This ball popped up. Isaac can't quite get it as Oinko showing up big on defense. And I'll be honest with you, Crip, if the West is playing playing defense like that, I don't know if the East can overcome that.
Absolutely not. Definitely not going to be able to come back if the West keeps up their defense like they are. Big clears, keeping it out of their goal line, putting it into the corner when it's in the middle. The East just need to be creative now. Can't just put shots on target.
Yeah, every shot has been saved as C-Dubs outspeeds the last defender to take this one 4-0 in what could be the final game of the series.
It was an unfortunate miss from one of the East players, and the C-Dubs just beats out the last defender as he had to challenge. in order to keep the ball on offense. Just unlucky he got beat, and it's a 4-goal lead for the West.
Yeah, the East just in absolute shambles right now. Uh, just wishing they could regain that same energy they had game one. But Sage asked for it. Sage said bring Speed Demon in, but man, I think that might have been a mistake as it looks like Speed Demon just kind of ongled that one.
I think this is why he wanted Speed Demon on the pitch, just so he could pass him up. Speed Demon just looking for a clear, flips the wrong way to get past it, and he he said he wanted to pad stats.
The only person's stats he's padding is Ledux as he gets credit for the goal. Uh, Ledux 1-for-1 shooting, but there's always going to be an asterisk on that one as Speed Demon had buried that one. And C-Dubs looking to get this one past the defense, takes it past two of them into the open net. Big C-Dubs showing off some of his mechanics.
C-Dubs having the game of his life right now. 535 points, 3 goals, 1 save, 4 shots, and absolutely carrying the West to this victory here.
Yeah, I mean, it's close. I don't think he's quite got it, but it's close. C-Dubs almost having more points than the entire East combined would be if it wasn't for the own goal. So you can thank Speed Demon for that one. As this ball awkward in front of the net, Sage dribbles it to the corner, looking to get a pass middle. He gets the pass. Isaac up. Isaac can't quite get it as C-Dubs plays it off the backboard. This ball's still awkward. I think C-Dubs might have been trying to own goal again. Isaac pops it up. This ball hits the ground, and there you have it. The West take the series.
What a great series it was, Squirrel. As Sage insta leaves, I don't know if he's mad or anything, but C-Dubs absolutely pulling out these stats this last game. 3 goals, 1 save, 4 shots. Absolute stellar performance from him as West takes it 3-1.
Yeah, and I I'm from the East. I've been an East player my entire time in Nemesis, so it's a little bit heartbreaking. Sage, I'm calling you out right now. You let me down. All this big talk, but you invited Speed Demon in. He comes in and he absolutely dusts you. So not much you can do about that. But a great showing from both teams, Crip.
Absolutely. And I'm really looking forward to watching these next 4 matchups.
Yeah, and the next four matchups should be really good as we have more all-star action coming up after the break. We will head on over to the Prospect League. Where we've got two more teams full of just super talented players. I know you and I have a lot of good friends on that team. So, Crip, thanks for casting. Hopefully, we'll see you around in the Twitch chat cheering on our buddies for this next game. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We'll see you after the break.